Hello and welcome to another episode of Just Another Sports Card Collector. Today we have the Topps F1 Turbo Attack Mega 10. Here we go. Here's what it looks like, unopened. So let's open it up and see what they have. What's inside? There we go. Move that out of the way. It's time to open it up. Can never get this, but here we go. So as per usual with these, we have the bulk of it being the base cards, and then we have the goodies in there, but we'll leave that to the end. So we'll just put the 10 down to one side and we'll put them up. So time for the opening. Here we go. Let's go through them all. So first card we have here is a Enzo Fittipaldi hero card of Van Amersfoort Racing in F2. Fittipaldi, as the surname suggests, is part of the great Fittipaldi dynasty of his grandfather, Emerson Fittipaldi. The Brazilian has won several races within F2 in the last few years and was part of the Haas driver program. The next card we have is a sprint superstar of Oscar Piastri. The next card we have is Charles Leclerc Circuit Chronicles card on where he broke the 1,000 points barrier during the Japanese Grand Prix of last season. The next we have is the new team principal of the RB team, which is Lauren Mekes. The next card we have is one of the McLaren MCL 38 for this season. Then we have a George Russell hero card. Next card we have is Qualifying Masters of Fernando Alonso. The next card we have is a Sergio Perez Mayhem of the Tire Whisperer. The next card we have is a Epic Moments card of George Russell at the Spanish Grand Prix of last year. The next card we have is another Meme Mayhem one of Max Verstappen of Max's Podcast. Here we have a Taylor Barnard hero card, the F2 driver who was racing for AIX racing team in Formula 2 is now with McLaren in their Formula E team. Next card we have is a Jack Crawford turbocharged card of the Dams team. The next card we have is of another Dutchman, that is, or a Dutchman that's not Max Verstappen, which is Richard Verschoor of the Trident team, who has been in the Formula 2 racing series for a few years now. So the next card we have is a turbocharged card of Ritomo Mayata of Rodin Motorsport of Formula 2. He is backed by the Gazoo Racing, Toyota's Gazoo Racing team, and the bodywork is in their black colour with the white writing, so it does remind you a lot of the World Rally Championship card. The next card is a hero card of Tim Tramnitz of MP Motorsport in Formula 3. The German is part of the Red Bull Academy, although saying that the way that they change who's sponsored by the Red Bull Academy, chances are he probably isn't anymore. The next card is a qualifying master of the Mega Mullet Man himself, Valtteri Bottas of Sauber. The next we have a team picture of Alex Albon and Logan Sargent of the Williams Racing team. Unfortunately, Logan is no longer in the team. Next card we have is of Kevin Magnussen of the Haas F1 team. There he is in his car. So the next card is a Team Principals of the Paddock card of Bruno Famin of Alpine. Unfortunately, he is no longer the Team Principal of Alpine. That's now Oliver Oakes. Here we have the black and orange flag, which is also known as the meatball flag. Here we have a Team Principals of the Paddock of the Williams Racing of James Vowles. The next card is a Kevin Magnussen hero card of Haas F1. Here we have a look at the C44 of the Sauber F1 team. It's not as bright as what it looks like in real life. Here we have a team card of Pierre Gasly and Esteban Ocon, both Frenchmen for the French Alpine Formula 1 team. Here we have a Alex Albon qualifying masters card of Williams Racing. He does look strange with growing his hair out compared to when it was shorter in previous seasons. Next we have a Casper Stuka hero card, or Casper Stuka. Here we have a turbocharged of Pepe Marti, or Josef Maria Marti. He races for Campos, is part of the Red Bull Academy, and is competing in the Formula 2 series this season. The Spaniard, who is managed by Fernando Alonso of all people. The next card is a Nikola Soloff hero card of ART, or Art Motorsports in Formula 3, the Bulgarian, who's aligned to the Alpine Academy. Next card is another Heroes card of Paul Aaron, who races for High-Tech Motorsports, or High-Tech GP, in the F2 series. Finished third in this season's standings. The Estonian is going to be a reserve driver for the Alpine team for next season. Here we have a Arvid Lindblad hero card of Prima Racing, aligned to the Red Bull Drivers Academy program. The next card is a Circuit Chronicles card, which is of a 10th Canadian top 3 result for Lewis Hamilton. The Canadian Grand Prix was the scene of his first F1 win in 2027, and in this picture and card he earns another podium, which was his 10th in Canada. Still think the best race of the modern era is the one that Jenson Button won in the McLaren, I think it was in 2012. That was just stopped because of the heavy rain, and just the way that he went and won that race over such a long time was just amazing. So there we go. Next card is Winner's Circle card of Max Verstappen. Need we say any more? 4-time world champ. Some would say 3, but we won't go into that. And please be respectful in the comments. You know, as there's still to this day talk about championships being robbed, etc. I will delete any comments that have any arguments on that subject. Next card we have is of Fernando, Gearshift's Glory of the Aston Martin F1 car. Next we have a Lewis Hamilton Hero card. Next card we have is a Circuit Chronicles of Sergio Perez at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix of 2023. Basically continuing his reputation with a lights to flag win. So the Tyre Whisperer, as he's also known, managing to deliver on that day. Next card we have is a turning points card of Charles Leclerc, which was his debut win at Monza, so the Ferrari homeland, as a Ferrari driver. Next card is the Gearshift Glories of Lando Norris of McLaren. Then we have a Daniel Ricciardo or Danny Rick Hero card of the RB Racing team. Next card we have is a F1 Sprint Epic Moments card of Charles Leclerc of him at the Azerbaijani Grand Prix of last year. Here we have a turbocharged card of the Van Amersfoort Racing F2 driver of Rafael Villagomez. I do like the F2 cars. I think it's just the back with their rear wing. Moving on, we have a Stars of Tomorrow card of Oliver Bearman, the Brit who has subbed for Carlos Sainz in Formula 1 at the beginning of the season, and then for Kevin Magnussen of Haas F1 is actually moving to Haas F1. He is part of the Ferrari Driver Academy, and this season was driving for Prema in Formula 2. Not the best of campaigns, but obviously his drives in Formula 1 have been enough to warrant or to earn him a drive and be on the grid for next season. Here we have a Tops Awards for Most Improved Driver of Alex Albon, which I would say is well deserved, doing things that other people couldn't in that Williams car. So here we go. Here we have the last season's Formula 3 champion and now this season's Formula 2 champion, and soon to be Sauber F1 driver, and that's Gabriel Bortoleto, the Brazilian here, with Trident Motorsport. The next card we have here is a race winner card of Carlos Sainz. And then we have Lewis Hamilton's successor, Prema Motorsports' Andrea Kimi Antonelli, who was driving in Formula 2 this season. Next we have a Alpine F1 team logo card. And the next card we have is a Max Verstappen FIA Formula 1 Drivers World Champion. Next one we have is a Oscar Piastri Rookie of the Season card for McLaren F1. Next card is a logo card of the Oracle Red Bull Racing team. Then we have a George Russell social media superstar card. Then we have a F1 Tops Awards card of Andrea Stella. He is the 2023 team principal of the season for McLaren F1. He helped turn that team around from struggling to the top 10 for being one of the front runners on the grid. Next one we have is a Max Verstappen Tops Awards for pole position lap of 2023 for Red Bull. Then we have a green version of the Topps Awards for Andreas Stella of the Team Principal of the Season card. It's in a lovely shiny green border there. Then we have a pink Max Verstappen Formula 1 Drivers' World Champion card. Again, big fan of the pink coloured cards. Then we have the Gladiator card of Shanghai Tiger of Zhou Guanyu of Sauber. Just a few more to go. We then have the Alain Prost Legend card. I've actually walked past Alain Prost in Berlin for a Formula E race back in 2018. He is tiny, but there's his Legend card. The Professor. The next one we have is a revved up card of Nico Hülkenberg of Haas F1 Racing. Next card is another revved up card of Alex Albon for Williams. Then we have a revved up card of the Frenchman Pierre Gasly of the Alpine team. And then the last card in this pack, or this base pack, is Carlos Sainz, another revved up one for Ferrari. So that's those cards done. Now we move on to these cards. So let's get them open. So we can tell the last one is of a Mercedes. So let's turn them round. Here we go. So the first one is a canary yellow of Zhou Guanyu of Sauber. Then we have another canary yellow of Carlos Sainz. The next one is another canary yellow, but of Fernando Alonso of Aston Martin. Then we have a diamond card of Lance Stroll of Aston Martin. Here is a Yuki Tsunoda gold card of RB Racing. And the last card is a Lewis Hamilton Platinum card. So there you go, another set of cards opened. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time for the next opening. Bye for now.